my name is Sabrina and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you guys here with me today. We're going to be doing the Sims book tag. So I actually got this book tag over at Haley and Bookland. She did it so long ago and it had just happened to pop up on my home screen. So I just thought it would be a super fun idea for a video. So I'm doing that today. If you guys want to watch Haley's video, I will go ahead and link it in the description box down below. So make sure you go and watch that. So without further ado, let's just get started. Question number 1 is the original Sims. What is the best author debut? And for that one, I picked The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. So as you know, this book follows a girl who knows a friend who actually is a victim of police brutality. And because of this, since his death in the police hands, she is kind of making this statement and navigating a world where she just is trying to figure out the line between good and bad cops. Just a lot of things that she's dealing with as a child, and this book is just fantastic. It was made into a movie, and I just absolutely love the really lesson it gives you about what people deal with every single day that are blind to us. Now, this is one of those books that taught me so much that I didn't know, and it really educated me, and that's the whole reason why a lot of us read, is to just be educated about things we aren't very sure of. So this is one of those books that just reminded me that the world we live in is a lot bigger than where I live, and it's just amazing, and I absolutely loved it. Number 2 is The Grim Reaper and the Saddest Character Death, and for that one I chose The Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. So this book is about a boy who lives in this area that is very clustered with gangs, and his brother is actually a victim of one of the gang shootings. So because of this, there is rules they live by, and one of those rules that if someone kills your family, you kill whoever killed them, and it's just kind of this vicious cycle of murder. And so Will is on this elevator down to go get justice for his brother, and on the way down he meets a ton of different people who died from this gang violence, and they tell him their stories, and it is just incredibly heart-wrenching, and I'm gonna cry thinking about it because it made me bawl several times. And this is the graphic novel, and the graphic novel hits a lot harder because it's not just imagination that's fueling the visions. It is the vivid images of people dying from the gunshots and the paintings of them bleeding out, and it is so graphic, but it definitely makes you think, and it's just an amazing book, and I would highly recommend it. The next one is Sims Getting Stuck, a character that just kind of gets in the way, and that would be Aspen from The Selection by Kiera Cass. So this book is about America Singer, and this is kind of a dystopian era America where we are kind of broken off into all these different countries inside of America, and they do this thing called the selection. So if you were the same age as the prince when they go into their selection stage, you can put your name into this drawing, and they kind of pick and choose kids to go live in the castle, and the prince gets to pick his wife that way. Super weird, like Bachelorette style. But Aspen is America's boyfriend, and America is chosen to go in the selection, so Aspen is just kind of like, wait for me, don't let him pick you, and she's just like, dude, that's gonna be a no-go from me. So I absolutely hated Aspen. He was probably the worst character in this entire book. He aggravated me so much, so it was just spot on for him. Question number 4 is Simlish, a book that had just amazing writing. And for that one, I chose Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alir Sinzez. So this book follows Aristotle and Dante, and they become friends at the community pool, and they're kind of just navigating their life together. I absolutely loved this book. It is a lyrical writing, so it just kind of is sing-songy poetry, and the writing is just fantastic. I absolutely loved it, and I really just loved how we learned who Aristotle and Dante were, and we just watched them grow up. And that was just fantastic, and I absolutely loved it. So this book I would totally recommend. I just loved it a lot. Question number 5 is Expansion Packs, a series that just kept getting better. So actually, this is a duology. So I am picking The City of Bones by Victoria Schwab. This book is about Cassidy Blake, and Cassidy Blake can see to the other side. So she is going on this tour of like the most haunted places in Europe with her parents, who are kind of this historian writer duo who write all these paranormal books. And she decides she is going to go on this trip with her parents, and while she's at these super haunted places, the kind of pull to the other side is so strong, she passes over, and there's a lot of things happen to her. And the first book she is in, I believe Edinburgh. She's in Edinburgh. And then the second book, which I actually have right behind me, which is the Tunnel of Bones. This one, she is in Paris, I believe, because she goes to the catacombs. Yeah, this one she's in Paris, this one she's in Edinburgh, and the third book actually comes out in a week, and I am so excited to get it because I absolutely love Victoria Schwab, and these books were so good. I read them on audiobook, and they just had me hooked from the beginning. I'm so excited for the third one, so I'm hoping I can keep this on the list and update and be like, just kidding, it is actually the best. Question number 6 is sim romance, the worst kind of instant love, and for that one I chose The Fill-In Boyfriend by Casey West. So as you guys know, I was not very fond of this book when I read it. So this book follows a girl who gets dumped at her prom, and it was the first day her friends were supposed to meet her boyfriend, and she kind of doesn't want them to know that he dumped her, and they don't want her to think that he made him up. So she chooses to go to prom with like this random dude that's in his car in the parking lot. Okay, sis. And because of this, it's just... Listen, they're only dating for like 3 days, and she's like, and I'm like, ma'am, you're being really dramatic. So, insta love. Me and Casey West have not got along, but I'm gonna try another book, and if I don't like it, I'm just gonna decide I don't like her as an author and move on with my life. Question number 8 is Cheats, a book that was entirely unrealistic, and for that one I chose Stranger Than Fanfiction by Chris Colfer. So this book follows this like Hollywood super high popular guy who stars in a really popular kids show that says yes to a road trip with some of his biggest fans. Listen, I just don't understand why that would be okay. I feel like his security would be like, sir, that's gonna be a no-go. But yeah, extremely unrealistic. Plus all of the girls' names are like crazy weird. Like it's not good. Not a great time all around, but extremely unrealistic. Needs fulfillment, a character who made all the wrong choices, and for that one I'm choosing Fire from A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. And I know I'm saying her name wrong and everybody tells me I do, so I'm just gonna accept that I do and move on with my life. So the reason I'm saying she made the wrong choices because first of all, sis, you killed a wolf in the woods after you thought it was a fairy, but it wasn't, and then you were like, you know what, it's fine. And then this dude takes you to his castle and he's like, stay put, there are scary things in the woods, and you're just like, nah bro, I got it. I don't understand. Question number 9 is Error Code 12, a book that started off okay but ended a little iffy, and for that one I'm gonna say Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. So this book is obviously super nostalgic for many reasons. I was definitely a Twihard as a middle schooler, but now as a rereading as an adult I'm like, girl, Stephanie honey, what were you thinking? So this book I chose just because it had the potential to be very good. I think the reason I didn't like it as much as everybody else did was because she uses the albino phrase quite a bit, and she notes how pale they are so much. Like, I know they're pale. You don't have to keep mentioning it. They're fucking vampires. The whole cover of the book is a white-skinned woman. Then very last question is The Sims Vortex, a book that completely engrossed you, and that one is going to be The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. So I actually just finished this book as a reading buddy read with my friend Courtney, and we will be doing a live show Friday. It got rescheduled because my internet was out. Isn't that great? So The Wife Upstairs. The reason why this engrossed me so much is because it definitely was one of those books where it was super predictable, but at the same time it just drug you in and you needed to know what happened. All the typical twists that you expect, but at the same time it was just so good and I couldn't put it down. Now if you want to hear my full thoughts and Courtney's full thoughts on it, make sure you go to the link down below and click our live show, and make sure you put notifications on for it so you know when we go live, so you can hear my full thoughts and Courtney's full thoughts for this book, because it was just absolutely stunning and I'm sure you guys would love it too. Alright, so that is going to be all for the Sims tag. Just so you know, all of the questions will be linked down below, so you're more than welcome to copy and paste them and make this video your own. Make sure you tag me in it if you guys post it, because I would love to watch it. And I tag all of you. Duh. And without further ado, that is going to be in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys like The Sims, because I'm a little bit obsessed. My niece is actually so much better at The Sims than I am, and it's kind of funny because she's 9. And yeah, that's gonna be all. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a super big thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below and tell me if you watch The Sims or if you've read any of these books. If you play The Sims. Not watch. Well, I guess you could watch The Sims because there are a lot of Sim streamers. I cannot speak. And make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I upload every Monday and Thursday at 11:45 a.m. Eastern time, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye!